Welcome back everyone, Grada Robertson here, and today I'm doing a very quick Facebook Live to let you know that I'm doing something new for those of you who haven't been aware yet, that on Saturdays from 12 till 2, a small selected group of people works with me or is invited for lunch with me, and this could be you, by the way, if you respond to the invitation. So every Saturday I work with a small group of people and I share some life skills, some gifts, some things that I've learned over the last 30 years that I've worked with clients. And this week I'm going to talk about how you can tune into your intuition. And of course this is something that I feel totally passionate about, because when I work with clients, my intuition is like 100%, going flat out. And this is how I can detect what's wrong with people, where their root causes stem from and all the rest. And so I've had to hone my intuitive skills for many, many years to have the success that I do have when I work with clients. I'm happy to say that my clients always feel a lot better. Their life gets softer, they become more successful, they can heal quicker, and their relationships improve. And this is open to you too. But apparently in today's world, humans can only mostly access their intuition, which is your own inner tutor, right? Your own inner wisdom. Humans, the average human only has about 5% access to it. So it means 95% of you is disconnected from your intuition, which would be like driving the car around the place without a roadmap or without your GPS going. These days we have a GPS, you can put in where you want to go. The GPS tells you the shortest route and the safest as well. It will say, no, don't go that way because there's a detour or there's a flood or something like that. And we have our inner GPS, but we don't know how to access that anymore. And I know myself what that feels like, and I want to talk about that a little bit as well with my participants or my guests who are coming with me on Saturday. And as I said, this could be you, but it's limited like to 10 people, right? Because that's about the max that we can have together to have lunch with me sharing trade secrets. So if you are driving on autopilot, which is what most of us do, that means your intuition is never exercised, and it means it has to shout louder and louder at you. So I had a time in my life where I operated like that. And lots of moms do, lots of busy people, young people, you are busy, you're carving out a life, you have to pay the bills, there's not enough energy to go around, let alone energy to fill your cup. There's not enough stillness in your life and all of that. And so then it's just sheer effort and pressure. And the universe talks to you because, by the way, when the universe speaks to you, that is also your spirit or your higher self that's trying to speak to you, right? And if you don't listen to it, the universe needs to give you a little warning, like a feather. I call it the feather brick truck analogy. So maybe you get a little nudge. The nudge says, no, don't do this. Don't go engage in that activity, or don't go this way, or don't be friends with that person and so on, and you ignore it. Then the universe has your best interest in heart. So the universe might throw a brick through your window, right? That is more impactful and it's like harder to ignore. So feather brick truck. So then you have to clean up the mess, and as you're cleaning up the mess, you might be starting to wonder, why is this happening for me, right? But a lot of people still don't take any notice. That used to be me. Like I just used to think, oh, well, I'll push through, or man up, Grada, you can do it, and I'll just keep going. If it's up to me. I definitely took that way out of context. And then then the truck comes along. So when a truck hits you, which literally happened to me, right, in 2006, I was a pedestrian and a truck came along and clipped me in the back. And I also had a near-death experience, which meant I finally got to experience probably what the universe had in store for me all along, or in mind for me. and that is to experience the absence of stress, because when I left my body, everything was peaceful, everything was in order. There was this unworldly peace that flooded my nervous system, I guess you could say. And it helped me heal my body really, really fast. And it up-leveled my intuition by I don't know how much, right? It just cleared my channel that had been clogged up by too much pressure, too busy, too distracted, too this and too that. Because I have 6 children, as you know. At that point in time, they ranged from 12 to 24. Some of them went through uni, some of them were starting high school. Pete and I had a budding business. We were renovating the property. There was just so much going on. And I had completely ignored my intuition. So in the end, the universe had to step in, and it had to create, literally, I had to be hit by a truck before I stopped and listened to my intuition. So then not only did I have an out-of-body experience, which really, like I said, cleared my channel, which was wonderful, because it meant when I came back in my body was able to heal very fast from incredibly traumatic injuries, right? I had 40 broken bones, internal bleeding. It was so bad that literally nobody could touch me with a barge pole for 7 days till my body was stable enough to be operated on and put back together. Excuse me for a minute. So that is extremely, extremely dramatic, and I don't like big dramas. If you have too much drama in your life, that means you're caught up in the drama cycle. So I stopped doing that, and I started to become more intuitively switched on. And then when I recovered, I was able to help my clients work much deeper and help my clients also be tuned into their intuition. So your own intuition is a beautiful gift that's always with you. You were born with it, and you have to remember you are mostly a non-physical being, right? You're having a human experience right now, but the human aspect of you is less than 1%, because you are 99.999% spaciousness, which is like spirit, or you could call it energy or information. So your own spirit is always trying to guide you so you can have the best life. And when we disconnect from our intuition, we will probably have our worst life, right? And so this is about, when I work with my clients in my room, when I give healing sessions, I help my clients to become very clear on their intuition, their higher guidance, so that they're always guided. And wouldn't it be amazing if you woke up every day knowing that you could trust in your inner guidance, especially in today's world, when you look around you and it looks as if the world's going a bit crazy, right? Like governments are crumbling, all sorts of stuff. I don't need to talk about it. You know what's happening around you. It's better not probably that you look at it. So, but the one thing that will never change for you, not now and also not in the afterlife, is your own intuition, because you already existed before you came into this world, and you will exist forever because you're an immortal being. And so we need to listen to the voice of immortality, which can be a fun voice. It's not serious. It's not a funeral voice or anything like that. It's not serious, right? It wants you to feel light and happy, have joy in life, feel inspired, and be creative. Because just think of it as little kids, right? When you're born, little children are so flexible. They cry 1 minute, they laugh the next minute. They're not serious, right? And little children are fully connected to their intuition till they're about 7. And by age 7, they're pretty much disconnected. Even my own children, sad to say. So that's just inevitable. But then as we get older, we have to realize, hang on a minute, I lost something really precious here somewhere along the way in the last 40 years. Usually people have a wake-up call around 40. They call that a midlife crisis. That's happened for me. I was 43 when I got hit by a truck. But you don't need a crisis or a big drama or an accident. The universe wants to teach you from inspiration, right? So from people like me I've been there and done that, and don't get me wrong, I still have lots to learn, right? But I can activate your intuition and help you believe in yourself so you feel calm and you have confidence and that you tune back into your own inner wisdom. Intuition is short for inner tutor. So as you plugged in more, like you go from 5% to 10%, your life already starts to flow a lot better. You have more confidence in your body. Your immune system is not so hampered by you outsourcing, because we outsource our intuition, right? We Google things, we look at social media, we look at our best friends, how they doing it, we're looking at a guru, we outsource it to the church, we outsource our power, we give it away literally. And there comes a point in life when you need to connect with it again so that you can have the life that you're meant to live, including you can recover from almost everything. If I can recover from a near-fatal truck accident, where basically the bottom of half of my body was disconnected from the top half of my body, right? Except it was still all covered in the meat suit, but my skeleton had to be put back together. And I'm so good today. I can do anything. I can even lift the piano. I can walk, stand on my head. I can do everything without any pain. That's what I want for everyone else as well. Like you can recover from setbacks. So it doesn't matter if your pain is physical pain, emotional pain, relationship pain, money pain, whatever pain you're going through, there is a pathway through that experience that your inner GPS, your intuition will guide you if you have that connection, if the telephone lines are working. So my role, how I see my role, is to help you be plugged back in, like in the same way that I received a full reconnection when I had a near-death experience. And earlier, before that, in case you think, well, you know, that's a bit over the top, I don't need that sort of extreme situation. I just want to let you know, when I first started my career as a healer in 1999, so that's going back a long way, right? And I was attending a workshop to do with subconscious healing. And the teacher, she was like a fascinating old lady. And I was just blown away by her skills. And she was using her hands and she could scan people's aura and then she could tell them exactly what was wrong with them, and I was just absolutely blown away by her, right? And then I thought straight away, I want to be like that. I want to be like that person. And she also scanned my body and I could feel something being activated in me. So that was a very, very gentle activation where I could feel like, oh, she's doing something to my electrical system, which is your aura, right? Which is your mind, by the way, with my energy. And she gave me an uplift so that cut through all the confusion, the self-doubt, I guess you can call it darkness. Darkness is just simply ignorance. Darkness just means we've forgotten who we really, really are when we chose to come to planet Earth, right? Darkness means we've forgotten all of that and we need to start remembering. And so when you tuned into intuition, you can start to remember a lot about yourself. So, sorry, I'm happy to say that that lady who since passed on, I thought she was amazing. Within a number of years, not that many years, I could do all of that myself, right? So that's what I've been doing for many years now. I can feel your energy. I can tune into the messages that your body is trying to tell you. So I can basically be the bridge between you and your subconscious mind. And that saves a lot of suffering. And that way you can I can quickly take you to a point where you can move forward with your life and have lots of ease and good luck, and things start to flow for your luck, including good health, your relationships work better, and all of that. So, of course, this is also an invitation for you to work with me one-on-one in my room, so that you get the full benefit of being with me, like for like a full hour. We can unpack a lot of things and change the energy. So I don't just feel the energy, I change it into a positive way, right? I help your body to release trauma. So if you do that, that of course is very satisfying, because your life just gets better all the time, very quickly. But for now, I would love if you could come to my Saturday lunch, and spots are filling up fast. There's a few spots left for this Saturday. If you can't come this Saturday, please come next Saturday. I will roll out the information each Saturday as we go along. So this Saturday, it's going to be I'm going to help you be plugged into your deepest intuition again, which means like fix the telstar cables inside your body. Thanks for listening, everyone. Hope you have a wonderful day today. Stay warm wherever you are, and let me know what you think of all this, if it resonates with you. And perhaps I hope to see some of you on Saturday, or otherwise in my room as well. Big love from me. Bye for now.